This is Saida Garrett, and I'm tuned in to Intro to Info with my girl Mikeisha.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's the Flowises here, and I'm tuned into Intro to Info with my girl Mikeisha. All love, always.
You are in info. Tune in to Info. This is Mikeisha broadcasting live from the Washington, D.C. area, joined by Tam and joined by Queen of Hearts. So glad that you could be with us on this wonderful, lovely evening. We got some great topics that we're going to discuss. We're on every Thursday, 9 until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're here today, return next Thursday, and the Thursday after that, the Thursday after that, and the Thursday after that. Get your tea, get your liquor, get your water. Now, Tam told me she just was at the liquor store and she didn't tell, because I could have broadcasted from your house if you had tequila and had told me before. I would have Ubered to your house and we could have broadcasted together to me, because I'm a little upset with you. So I'm gonna stop saying hi, Queen. How you doing? I'm mad at you.
I'm good in the hood, y'all. How y'all doing? How you doing?
Hey. Doing good. Wonderful. It's good to see you, ladies. I understand that some of the kings in the morning are joining us. So if any of the kings are listening, hey, fellas, and hey to the entire J King Network. We appreciate your listenership and your viewership. Yeah. As you know, me and Tam were discussing a few minutes ago the versus that's on tonight between Tyrese and Tank. And Tam asked me, she said, Key, who do you think is going to win? And I have a multitude of answers, Sam, but I think that you already may have something that you are thinking as who might rise to the top. Who you think who's going to rise to the top tonight?
It's tough. Just because Tyrese they both have a solid fan base. Tyrese has had that fan base since the song on the bus, Mr. Always Coca-Cola. He's been very smooth, and a lot of older women now they just love him. They all, his smooth little lyrics. So it'll be interesting. He's had quite a few popular hits. I don't know about recently, but definitely, if you're an old school fan, and Tank has risen a little bit more. He always had the sex appeal, and he's had more recent hits. So they both have quite a big arsenal. So I'm curious. But the hometown favorite, I'm gonna have to go with. And I don't know if you know, but he used to sing in a group that I sang in when I was a teenager. But we're not going to go all the way back there. So I knew him as Darrell. And I don't know who Tank is, but yeah. So.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So you can sing? Yeah.
What's that?
You can sing?
Can I sing?
You said you were in a group with him. What kind of group? A singing group?
Why would you ask me, can I sing?
Were you in a
if I'm singing in a group, then yeah, I can sing.
No, all singers are not created equal. Some people in a group, but they can't sing. If you have a choir, everybody can't probably sing. Like the church choir, anybody can join. I ain't never heard you sing. I ain't know you can sing. This is good. Tell me more.
And they shouldn't.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's wonderful if you can sing. I know I was in the choir and couldn't sing. You know what I'm saying? I sure was in the choir. You know, Queen of Hearts, were you ever in the choir and can you sing?
I took chorus from elementary school all the way to high school. I was able to carry a tune in the bucket, so yeah.
I really want.
But yeah, I could do a little song.
That's all right. So let me answer your question, Tam.
Queen look like she knock somebody down real quick.
Who? Queen of Hearts?
I have some family members out there that can do way better than me. They can blow, you know what I'm saying? Because they can project their voices. They, old school. They didn't have no microphones. They were able to sing and carry their voices over the whole crowd at church or wherever they're at. So, yeah. But, here lately with my allergies and things like that, I don't know if y'all hear it in my voice. Allergies be...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. Yeah, a lot of people are experiencing allergies during the spring. The spring just started, so happy spring to everybody. Sam, let me answer your question because it's ruminating in the back of my mind. Who do I think is going to rise to the top? Okay. Strictly speaking, vocally, that damn Tyrese. First of all, he shares a birthday with me. We are December 30th. He shares a birthday with me. So does LeBron James and Tiger Woods, by the way. But vocally, he is really, really, really talented, and also love his catalog, particularly songs like "Shame." I'm ashamed of me. "Sweet Lady." His why you gotta act like that. I mean, his catalog. I love Tyrese's catalog. Tank, though, is overall more musically talented. He can play the piano. He has written songs for many other artists in addition to himself. And he's a fantastic singer in his own right. And I'll say this. Shout out to Saida Garrett, who's the voice that you hear when this show first comes on. Saida worked with Michael Jackson for years. And she was on a podcast recently, and they asked her, who is more talented between Prince and Michael? And she really, really hesitated because she knew she had to be politically correct because she worked with Michael. But she said, as gifted and as extremely talented as Michael was, Prince had an edge on him because not only could he sing from like bass up into soprano, but he could play all of those instruments and he wrote his songs. She said, so this is the first time that I'm saying it, but he had an edge over Michael. So in the same vein, I'm going to say that about Tank the Tyrese. Tyrese has a better, in my opinion, catalog and singing voice, but Tank overall as a musician, not just a singer, rises to the top. So that's my answer. Queen of Hearts, what do you say?
I love them both. I love them both, and they both are good actors and everything. I mean, Tyrese swagger is so smooth, so sway. He's so good that he don't even put the microphone to his mouth. A lot of times he have it to his chin. You know what I'm saying? It still sounded good. Tank, he had that sex appeal to draw you into him. You know what I'm saying? While he out there performing. So, I don't know. They both good to me.
And further, both of those are Capricorns, by the way. Tank's a Capricorn. Doesn't share my birthday, Tyrese, but they're both Capricorn men, and they were both,
okay.
As you mentioned earlier, Tim, they were both in TGT. Who was first? Tyrese. Tyrese so egotistical. The first T is Tyrese, then it's Genuine, then it's Tank. So, and people are predicting that Genuine is going to make a guest appearance. So I have a great segue with a Genuine story. And I put it on my Facebook one time. Remember that story, Tam? I put it on Facebook. You guys are both my friends on Facebook. Queen. Anyway, I have known this this woman for years, right? And she never told me that she was Genuine's sister. It was only until one time on the radio, Aaliyah was playing, and it was the anniversary of her death. So I asked her, I said, you know why that song playing, right? Just randomly. She said, yeah, it's the passing of Aaliyah today. And she said, yeah, Aaliyah sang at my mom's wedding and at her funeral, something like that. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. I said, how? I said, you're kidding. She's like, no, I'm Genuine's sister. She said it so casually, and I had known her for years. And it just goes to show that befriend people, talk to people, like, and get genuine stuff out of people. Otherwise, I mean, she could have been bragging on that. She only told me when there was a genuine, authentic reason to tell me, and I respect her so much for that. Yeah. And then she started telling me all these great, Genuine stories and Aaliyah stories. And she did say that Aaliyah's mom is, and I don't blame her for the way that Aaliyah passed. Aaliyah's mom is still deeply, deeply grieving the loss of her daughter, even up until this day, to the point like she's just not the same person. So I wanted to say that real quick. So can't wait to watch that versus.
Wow.
Go ahead, Tamika.
She said she's still grieving.
Yeah, like
Really?
to the point of, yeah, like to the point where you know how you especially losing somebody tragically like that. There's a difference in when you lose somebody through an illness and over time that happens versus a plane crash of somebody who's at the height of their career. So it's totally unexpected. That, I think, is very different than a death that is, you understand what I'm saying, kind of imminent, if you will.
Just losing a child itself.
And I don't mean. Yeah. I think a lot of people who do that, who lose children are, because we know life as we supposed to be here. And you outlive your children, you don't bury them. So it's always tough. Whether they're 5 or whether they're 50, it's just, that's your baby. But on the flip side of that, I was going to say, because of the controversy that came along with, her death, is all of it grief or is some of it guilt? How you deal with things.
Can you elaborate?
I don't know her parents, but well, just from we all know the R. Kelly story, you know what I'm saying? Just those years and being in Hollywood, and you know what I'm saying, that there are things that the average person is not going to know. Of course, we don't know what happened all behind the scenes, but I'm hoping that she wasn't, they weren't those parents that were, I want my daughter to make it, so we're gonna do whatever we gotta do. You understand? But I'm really hoping that it's just a genuine loss, and she's just not able to move forward as most people try to do.
Wow, that's very profound. That's profound. And speaking of mothers and daughters, right? That daggone Tokyo Toni and Black China. Have you guys seen these videos that Tokyo Toni has released about her daughter? It really is cringeworthy, number one. Number two, it makes me think that something is wrong with Tokyo Toni mentally. And three, a lot of the comments were saying that Tokyo asked China for something, probably didn't get it, probably money or something. She said, I will Marvin Gaye that bitch. She said, I wish I would have had an abortion. She said, I can't stand you.
Wow.
The things were just unspeakable, unconscionable things that a mother should say about her daughter. Had nothing nice to say about her daughter. Nothing nice to say about her daughter. It was ridiculous. Did you guys happen to see that?
I did not. I do follow her, but Every time she opens her mouth is outrageous. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And she made several videos. She was trying to make a point, put several videos out there. And the other thing that made me laugh is when Tokyo Tony and Kaya was going back and forth. If I ain't laughed so hard, I can't remember. Kaya is hilarious. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not seen Kaya roast, now she roasting Tasha K, but she was roasting Tokyo Tony and she's always roasting Nicki Minaj and stuff. That damn Kaya, my neck, my back. And she talk about the money keep rolling in from commercials and shows and albums and songs. I'm like, Kaya, you have one song that I know too, Janet, because he did the song with Janet. I'm so excited. This nigga talk about the money keep rolling in from the fuck what? Anyway, she's hilarious. Watch her on.
She wouldn't have had the hit she had.
Huh?
Kaya would have never had the hit that she had, or she wouldn't have stolen it from a talent show. She went to a talent show, somebody was performing that, and then next thing you know, she in the studio making it like it was hers.
Wow.
I'm from Florida, so it's in the streets. We heard it. And after that neck and back business, what else has she done since then? One hit wonder.
Yeah, she did the song with Janet. So excited, and that's those are only two songs I could think of. I'm sure she has done more. I've heard the Thug Mrs. album, but shit, I mean, just like Al B. Sure, what these people just I don't know. But anyway, that was just so sad, and it reminds me to be just appreciative of the parents that I have, and if you have good parents, appreciate them, because that's not the case for everybody. That's not the case for a lot of people. Dead ass.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So
wow.
So in this technology age, I have a question for you guys. What's something that y'all still do the old-fashioned way? Do any of you guys still write things on a calendar or wash dishes by hand or write letters and cards? I mean, do y'all do anything? Write checks? Anything the old-fashioned? Read a physical book, right?
No,
do y'all do any of this stuff? No? You don't do any of this? Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm hand washing everything because I feel like it'll be more clean versus a dishwasher. I do write little intimate
Amen.
notes in the card and things
All
like
day
that to
long.
personalize that, because can't no real card put my thoughts in words, what I want to say in there. I'll buy that, but I add my words to it. Write a check, man, please. Ain't nobody wrote no checks since a debit card was invented. So write checks, no. What was the other one that you said?
So I said wash dish. Let me go back to it. Oh, ironing. Like, do you
Oh,
write, like I said, write on the calendar, iron? No?
yeah, I
Oh, you
iron or steam.
Yeah, and I just discovered the steamer. I haven't opened it yet, and it's still sitting in the Amazon box over there. But I got to open the steamer because the iron it's very cumbersome, and I want to try the steamer and see how it works out for me.
I love it when I'm quick.
Right.
Need to go on the go real quick. Hit it and keep it going. My brother, he lazy. He'll spray starch on his clothes, throw them in the dryer, and then wear it. He say bump iron and bump steam, and I'm gonna throw it in the dryer after I spray starch on there, and it come out straight. I was like, okay.
Yeah, air fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Air fluff. Okay. All right.
Yes, it's straighten the clothes without the heat. Yeah.
So Tim, you said no to everything. You don't do anything the old-fashioned way. Everything is you just keep it up with technology. You don't write checks at the Kroger, or the liquor store. When you was at the liquor store, did you write a check for that liquor?
You know what? Oh, you gonna come for me at this liquor store? While you was over there playing Keno, don't play with me.
Okay, girl. Let me tell you, I've been winning too. Now let's talk about Keno. Keno, if you win, it's double or triple your winnings. So down through April 14th is double or triple your winnings. Okay, and my new discovery, because y'all know I played
advertising.
Yeah, I played a pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, Powerball, bonus match 5. Now I got into scratch offs, and I've been winning on them too. So Yeah, but I take cash out the bank and and go play my number. Yes, I do. I'm my mother's child.
So you're not using the app to get the numbers? Because I hear a lot of people now they're using the app to generate the numbers for them so they can win a lottery.
No, I go in. I like the machine.
She old. She want to go
No, I'm
in the liquor
saying
store
they
to get
get
her
the app
liquor.
and they do the numbers, and the app give them the numbers to play so they can win the lottery. It picks it for them,
No,
and a lot of people say that they been winning that way as well.
what's the app?
I don't know. I can't.
Oh, I got to do some research. Chat GPT. Alexa, what's
Okay.
the app to win the lottery?
Somebody say they wash dishes, cards, calendar. Yes, when I need to earn. Look like it say Lori Downs. That's right, Laura. Go ahead and hit it, girl.
Queen,
Oh
you
my
don't know.
goodness.
Alexa, Siri, Chat GPT, find me the app that wins the lottery. Thank you. Y'all ass is always listening anyway. Find me the damn lottery app. Let me always listening. It's concerning. I mean, you can't say nothing. As soon as you say something, it appears on your phone. Like
Algorithms. The algorithms. They don't sleep.
they don't sleep. So you be mindful of what you're saying, because Big Brother be listening.
Well, I know you
That's
heard that they
right.
say the new Meta glasses that they are so powerful that they can see through your walls, your car, your clothes, and all that stuff. So while you're thinking that you're doing stuff in privacy, they can see you while you're doing it and record it. And they have a lawsuit against them right now for that.
I had no idea. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, privacy is a thing of the
I
past.
don't do the chat.
Long time. Long time. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Because I seen this guy behind me in the car the other day. And I was like, why like this man have those glasses? So I turned my rearview mirror, you know, I could break it down a little bit. I brought it down and I'm looking at him. And I guess he realized me watching him while he watching me. He took the things off quick. And I'm sitting there, and he must have read my lips because I said, I see you know, I hope you like what you see, and I'll do all of that too. Because I know they can see through your clothes, your car, everything, your house, all that good stuff. I said, I hope you like what you see. They are real, they authentic. Yes, they can do all of that. They have a lawsuit going against them right now for that. Because a lot of people did not know.
Queen of Hearts, your hair look good.
Girl, I was bored. Y'all like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did it.
Do every week, child.
You see, you remember I had a split where it was turquoise on this side or purple on that side, and I'm like, you know what? And I went and did an event, and the lady, she was like, I guess I saw Anglo-Saxon on the phone, so when I walked through the door and she finally met me, she was like, you see that turquoise on one side and blue on the other side. And I guess she was expecting for me to be all, you know, ratchet and rah-rah. And I'm like, I'm Queen. She was like, oh, you the one I've been talking to on the phone. I said, yes, I'm here to set up for your event. And she looking at me like, uh-huh. I said, trust me, girl, you're in good hands like all stay. And when I finished, she was like, oh my God. Da, 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 da. So I was telling my business partners them, I said, you know what? Everybody locally around here, they know me by my hair. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what you gonna do next? Da da da. We looking to see what you gonna do next. But now that I'm out of this area, working in other areas that don't really know me, they looking at me like, who the heck is this chick right here with this multicolored hair, blah blah blah. But when they see the work, they like, oh my God, da 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 da. I like, go leave me a good review. And I said, you could also give me a tip. I take tips. I ain't stranger to tips.
She looked
So,
at you.
yeah.
She didn't realize you was you when you pulled up on her, huh?
No, because we never seen each other. All the business was conducted via phone, you know, via email, things like that. So when I popped up over there, she was looking like, and I mean, I was fresh to death from head to toe, but that hair, she was stuck at the hair. And I could tell she was standing there because she was looking at me in my eyes. She kept staring at that. And I was like, we good. You know, you good. I'm going to take care of everything. Just sit back. And she was trying to help me. I said, did you pay you to do this or did you pay me to do this? And she was like, okay, I like this. I said, can you move out the way, please? I got this. Me and my team, we got this.
You asked the woman to
Out
move
the
out
way.
your way.
Yes, move out my way. When I'm doing events or whenever I'm working, I do not want nobody in my way. I will run circles around these people way younger than me. And they be looking like, I said, we ain't come here to stare, we come to work. Let's do this. Either me'll do barbecue, and I hope that you barbecue, so you got to be on fire like me. Keep it moving. If my kids moving slow, I'm on their ass too. Hey, 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 no talking. We ain't get paid to talk. Get to work. Time is money.
That's the
I
kind of
deliver
boss.
before my scheduled time, and they like, yo.
Yeah, you crack the whip, you run a tight ship, you got a well oiled machine and some more shit. You tune in
And
the
then
intro.
she was like, she said, ma'am, I sat back and I watched you. You came in here, you organized the area how you want to set up, because we had it set up one way. And I was like, no, that's not how I visualized the place, how I want to set it up. So she said, y'all came in, you set up, you decorated, you went over there, you prepped the food, you set the food up, you came, you ran the whole event with your people, made sure everybody stayed in line, had a good time, vibing with everybody. Afterwards, I'm like, hey, we ain't talking either. Break this down. After we break down, I play that music. When I play that music, we start drinking. They're like, okay, we know we done. Yes, we done now. Now we can go chill. Now you can talk. Now you can play. But right now, time is money.
That's the benediction when the music play, huh?
You hear me?
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, so I told everybody I said on my team, I said I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back to either all red again or all black, because it seemed like it was more perceived. You know what I'm saying? With those colors versus my purple, my green. They look at me like,
And
hey, no.
you said the woman was Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
I hate to say it,
Gotta be Anglo.
But some of us do the same thing, sis. You would think it's bias amongst us still. It's never going to change. So when I walk in there, they look, okay, she got tattoos, she got this color hair, she going to be ratchet, da-da-da-da. And then when they hear how I deliver, how I talk, how I run a tight ship, how everything get done, we all professional, we in line, in sync, they're looking like, oh, you see everybody, oh. So what did you think? Because my hair, this, and the third, I got tattoos. No, that's everybody not rah and ratchet.
Can never
No.
judge a book by its cover.
And I just want to give both of you guys kudos because Queen of Hearts, she's talking about she does Queen of, I want to make sure I say it right, but it's like you set up for events and right. So that's what she's speaking about because she does that.
Event specialist, anything that's dealing with events, coordinating, management, decorating, decor, custom decor, DJs, we have caterers, we have bartenders, we have security, we have party rentals, everything you could think of underneath the umbrella is there.
And I take my hat off because you're always working. You're always like she's always booked and busy with the event planning. And then Tam, I definitely want to shout you out because of the like the cooking that you sell like plates, and so and the shit be so good, y'all. If y'all in the Maryland area, DC area,
it's not
y'all have to hook up with Tam. I mean, I ain't want to. Okay, what is it? What is
it? FedEx a plate? Can I get a plate?
What you sell?
My friend, because of Queen Sugar, you know how she had pies. He calls me slide pies. It is not pie. It is seafood salad. Okay, Maryland is known for crabs, and it has jumbo and colossal crab meat, shrimp. I use lobster's tail sometimes, or crab leg. And it's pasta and a lot of other ingredients and love, and it's really good.
That gonna be
So
you see the Instagram page?
What's your Instagram page, Tam?
Sly Salads, SLIGH salads.
Get the damn Sly salad. It's so good. I'm telling y'all.
This is not your auntie salad. This is not the the soul food place with the Koreans, with the big chunks of celery and imitation. Well, we not doing none of that. Mm-mm. This is
The real deal.
full real deal.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. And so, in addition to where I work, I mean, because we all, but my point is that we all have multiple streams of income, and everybody should. And the whole thing of networking and who you know is a powerful thing, because in addition to, of course, working as at Howard, I do photography. And it's only because my friend is a photographer. She's like, hey, come with me. And she started to teach me photography. And I just would go. But she's like, no, I'm seriously trying to teach you this. And then, so now I'm, proficient and I make money from it. And it's because she's like, and that's, and I emphatically say, when they say, oh, Black women don't look out for Black women, that is rubbish, because Black women look out for me every day of my life. And this Black woman is teaching me something that she does at a high level, something that she don't have to do. She could gatekeep, or she could like keep it away from me. And she also called, she said, and bring 4 students, I'm gonna pay all of y'all, So I got a Black woman to my left, a Black woman to my right on this show, a Black woman is producing this show. My boss is a Black woman. My mom is, so when they say Black women are catty, Black women don't look out for one another, I always dispel that myth, because it's not true in my experience. I can't speak for everybody. My sister always says that, Black women don't do her right in a lot of cases, but that has not been my experience by and large. So I just want to say that.
It depends. It depends. You have a few out there. Because, I mean, what I do, any industry is very compatible. You know what I'm saying? And you have saturated areas that do the same thing. So if you have one that's a little intimidated, you know what I'm saying? I have felt that shock a couple times for a few of them feeling intimidated, but I'm like, if we all collaborate together, like this new team that I have now, if we all collaborate together, it's money for everybody to make. And we can hit more areas and we all work together. But you have some that's so, oh, I don't want her to get ahead of me, or she thinks she better than me. Why do we always have to feel like one think they better than me? If one person is stronger in one area than the other, that's when y'all need to power up, network, and make things happen. Don't feel like she thinks she's better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like that one lady taught you how to do photography work. You didn't sit there and holler about, oh, she thinks she better than the camera than me. You know what I'm saying? You sat there, you listened, you took notes, she took you underneath her wing, showed you everything that you needed to know, and then now you have another stream of income. And I wish a lot of the event planners in my area would do the same thing, versus always all about, oh, I can't work with her because she won't let me lead. Everybody can't always lead. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my kids, in order to lead, you have to be able to follow and take orders. If you can't take orders, then you can't lead, because it go both ways. You know what I'm saying? And when you work with a team, you got to delegate. And sometimes you have to fall back. And I know how to fall back. And I say, okay, I'm going to let you take the lead and shine this time. I'm going to let you take the lead and shine that time. I'm not going to always be, oh, I think she thinks she better than me. Da, 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 da. No, I'm the type of person who like, hey, sis, I know you out there trying to start your business, this and the third. This is what I used to do, the pop-up shops way before it's popular now. Let's do a pop-up shop, or let's do something where you come out there and you shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come through. Market yourself. If you don't market yourself, okay, I help you with the marketing, blah, blah, blah. I, like you say, don't gatekeep. I gave a lot away for free. I can't remember that one lady we interviewed a long time ago. She had her own podcast, and she had a marketing firm. I can't think of her name right now, but she was saying a lot of things that she did for people for free that she should have got paid for. When they got on the come up, they didn't do the same thing for her. They didn't look out for her. You know what I'm saying? And I have done the same thing as well. And I'm like, you know what? Now I see how you move. I'm going to kind of move differently with you as well. But I'm still, if you need my help, I'll be accessible and available for you. So yeah, you do have a few out there, and I have felt that. I just wish we wouldn't do that to each other.
Well, I like how you said that you manage your team. You say you can lead this day, and you also put them in the background sometimes. And that's a good way, because you need to be resilient and adaptable. But some people are natural born, right, behind the scenes people, and some people are natural born leaders, and then you have some people that are an amalgamation of both. But I like that you do that, so that it can stretch people. I think that's wonderful. Tam, I do want you to talk about your experience, like with what I just said about Black women. I feel like you thinking a lot of thoughts, and I want to know what they are. Tell me.
You don't want to come in my mind, child. But yeah, I feel like, we do need to support each other, but we as a culture, as a people, we are missing that right there. That is our existence. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to please the Anglo-Saxons. You know what I'm saying? Master say we can't do this, can't do that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the connection. You know what I'm saying? You got Asian, they got 10 people living in the house. And guess what? But they got 3 Chinese restaurants. They got another store down the street. You know what I'm saying? They're community based. They stick together. Okay. And we don't do that. It's every man for himself. I want to see what you got on, what you don't got on. It's all of that. You know what I mean? So until we can get past those things, we will never be able to thrive the way we should. And everybody's like, oh, support small Black businesses. And then they complain about the prices, or they want a discount because they know you, or that's too expensive. I mean, it's crazy. But every other person that you see in the room got on some Balenciaga or some Gucci this or some Louis Vuitton that. You know what I mean? It's beyond ridiculous how we can't just pull together.
Very much so. Yeah. It's sad that we do that just to us. And my kids and I, we had this conversation yesterday, Tam. It was like, Mom, we ride around and throughout our young years, we see how all the Asians, the Muslims, the Haitians, the Spanish, you know what I'm saying, in our area, they will live in the house, like you stated before, all together, 10 to 30 people. No issues. And if they have issues, we don't know. We can't even be in a room with each other for 3 hours. And then they were showing me videos like for spring break. This is off the topic, but spring break. Look how they can't even go down into the Dab Blasting Beach and enjoy themselves for spring break. They out there stomping each other down to the ground, beating each other up, shooting. The STD rate is at 40,000, if not kids affected over spring break in Texas and Daytona. Why we, of all people, cannot get along and be a community with unity as before. And always worry about the crowd effect, somebody getting ahead of the next one. And we all work together, like I stated before, we all can level up together. Because this one guy, he stated, I'll say Asian guy, about 2 or 3 years ago, he said if all Black businesses work together, they would be $1 trillion industry. If not, we are already there at that number. But we could be even more if we come together, build that Black Wall Street again, where we had our own banks, own grocery stores, libraries, hospitals. Over here where we lived at, we had a movie theater, Black owned, banks, Black owns, grocery stores, Black owned, laundromats, Black owned. All this stuff are Black owned. What happened throughout the years? Yes, they did come in there and destroy stuff, but we could have redid it all over again like we did the first time. But what really happened? You know what I'm saying? What really happened throughout the years where we can't get back there again?
Speaking of that, I hope everybody's done their taxes. I want to tell a story about my tax lady versus my daddy's tax lady. Now, my tax lady, the English is minimal. She's Hispanic. Hola, I'm Dora. But let me tell you something. She is there, not on time, but early. Is nice and clean and well kept. They always playing a little Selena, a little J-Lo. set the vibe, you know what I'm saying? And she gets the taxes. I'm in and out like this. My daddy, now he go to, this, she black. He say she coming in whatever she want. Then before she do the taxes, she got to talk and sit down and eat her egg burrito and, tell her daughter come on because they got to do taxes together. And she's, I'm first of all, I'm pro-black. Let me just say that. I'm not cooning, okay? I'm just stating facts of Queen of Hearts. I would love to see us have our own black reservation somewhere. It is all black everything. But y'all got to be on time. You got to be professional. Y'all can't upcharge. It has to be, what is it called? Market level. You can't make it so high that it just don't make no damn sense how exorbitant the price is. You can't do that. So these are the things that I'm seeing with some black businesses. Then you got some who are just simply amazing. And I'm gonna always patronize an amazing black person. Get it, got it, good. So y'all do y'all taxes. Don't wait to the last minute. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people who have not done them. Because this new administration, they're not playing with any of us. So go ahead and do your taxes. You don't want it with that little orange. Do your taxes. Thank you.
I can't.
Yeah, you got to.
It's funny.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm just gonna say real quick, like you have to charge a little bit more. And that's just for exclusivity. Because you don't want the riffraff or, everybody can't come to the party. We want support, but it's you got to put your money where your mouth is. So some things are going to be, it's the same as, like I said, with all the other communities where you have a brand new, like they have a spa in Virginia, and it was, I think maybe a day pass was like $50 when they first opened. And there was a whole lot of mess going up in there over that summer. And they quickly changed that to about $150 for the day. Okay. And they don't want that. They don't want the people who not really, this is about relaxation. This is about, they want a specific kind of client. And so when we present that, unfortunately, a lot of times we have to charge even more just because of that reason.
They say you can't afford me, you don't. Then the people you don't want to work with, the ones that can't afford your services, the ones that you lowball and cut yourself short. Then the ones that coming in there, I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm just saying those, a few, go in there, rake up, tear up, mess up, don't want to leave a tip, things like that. Them the ones you don't want as your clientele. And they'll tell you that at Business Seminar 101. Set your prices at market rate, and pay yourself. So you're going to have to add a little extra, like Tam say, for my labor, for that personal touch, for that actual experience, things like that. And if you can't afford it, don't come here and say, hey, I know you are, I'm Ray Ray, Miki, Pookie, Cuckoo cousin, auntie, third time removed. Can I get a discount? No, you cannot. Because when I went to go buy my product from the store, they didn't give me no discount. You go to Walmart, you pay their prices, you don't complain. Like she said, Balenciaga, you're not complaining. You right here with that Mercedes, you didn't complain at the dealership that was too high. They dropped that money, but when it comes to a black-owned business, they don't want to do that for us.
This is very interesting. And speaking of prices going up, hold on.
My gas.
Gas. No, what you say? No, that too, Neek. But I'm talking about Netflix, little red in Netflix. Netflix has officially raised.
They about to be Netflix.
Yeah, subscription prices for 2026, marking another increase across all plans. The ad-supported tier is now $8.99 per month from $7.99. The standard plan jumped to $19.99 per month from $17.99, and the premium plan is now $26.99 from $24.99. This comes just after just over a year that the last price hike which was January 2025. Unfortunately, this doesn't
Mhm.
surprise people. Netflix has raised their U.S. prices at least 7 times since 2014. I just wanted
Yeah, it used to be like $7.99.
You gonna see everybody standing
Yeah.
at the red box.
Oh
Everybody
man,
gonna stand in line at the red box and go back and invest in some DVDs and VCRs.
I used
I
to let
kept
them
my
send me.
DVDs.
Listen, I was watching Prison Break, and they was sending me the DVDs, and I was sending back, and they would send me some more. Listen, it was cool. Now I'm glad that they up, the streaming, and now we don't have to do the mail, the DVDs in the mail. But I was grateful for that. But all this price tagging,
Mhm.
y'all play games, and then y'all talking about now you got to pay for no ads. First of all, who told you to put the ads in there? Like
I'm-
Hulu, they play things.
I go dust
Listen,
my DVDs off. Thank God I kept them. I started to sell them at the yards.
look, we gonna have ads all day long. That's enough time for me to go to the bathroom, get something to drink, come back, and listen.
this is
No.
the justification is that they've tied past increases to investing in more content and features, including live events, sports, games, and its growing ad business, Tam, which brought in about 1.5 billion in 2025 revenue.
Hmm. Hmm.
Translation: I want the viewer to pay for what I'm offering.
Right? Wow.
Yeah, so that's happening. But I do want to, because I'm always going to tell you about the bargains and stuff that I find. Okay, so Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO, you can get that bundle for $19.99. It's on the website right now. So if you like to do that, you can. Netflix makes them
For how long?
it doesn't say for indefinitely, it looks like.
Indefinitely.
Yes. Because it didn't have a deadline as to how long they're gonna keep this bundle on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Netflix continues to keep themselves proprietary because they don't do things like that, like the bundles and stuff like that. And then Tam, remember they went from, because I used to be under my boyfriend's account, and I had the pad was sitting pretty with that. But now they done made it so you have to live in the household, and then you try to
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they got real hip.
They do.
and they tell me, so are you on travel? Are you out the country? Why are you're not at the same address as him? I'm like, damn, I gotta go ahead by my own.
Because that IP address is a digital address that lets them know exactly where that device is located. And Disney do the same thing because I used to use my niece Disney, and she was like, "Auntie, I'm gonna set my account up on your TV." And I tried to go in there the other day, and they're like, "You're not at home. You're not at your usual location. Are you visiting?" And I'm looking like, "Wait a minute, hold up. I don't even like Disney like that, but I was bored and wanted to watch the new, what was it, Wicked." And I'm like, hold on, what? And they're like, "Mimi, you're not at home. Are you visiting?" I'm like, these, ooh, technology. I love it. Gotta love it. Yeah,
I
that IP address is a digital address. Let them know where that device is located at that time. So people that say that they're going off the grid, but they still taking their cell phone, their iPads, their computers, you're not off the grid
off
at
the
all.
grid, baby.
No.
Yeah, they still watching.
They can still ping it. Know where you at if you take it. So yeah, it's crazy.
Let me ask y'all a question. You guys both have a lot of friends, both of you, because I've known both of you for years. But a person who says they have no friends, is that a red flag?
I don't have a lot of friends like I used to. My friend circle is what, on one hand? You can count them all on one hand. I have a lot of associates, but friends,
Uh, yeah, I would have to say if they say that, I think depending on the context and the other conversation they have, I would say that person is well aware of themselves and what they're willing to deal with. Because friend now saying I have a friend is pretty you know what I'm
Overrated.
saying? Yeah. Because people are really, really not your friends, unfortunately. And like, Queen said, I probably got a handful that I literally say, this is my friend.
But you
They
know a lot.
protecting their peace.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But all those people that we know, we're not going to share our most intimate, you know what I'm saying, situations or um, be vulnerable with them. Because strong people, they get vulnerable too. They need somebody to break down to from time to time because you keep bottling up all those issues, you go crack and break. Now, that's the person you need to be looking at the red flag. They're strong and always saying, I'm okay, nothing wrong, but you can see it in their face. That's a red flag. But somebody that have no friends, they woke, they're aware, and they protecting their peace. And they
See,
don't.
are you guys saying don't look at that as a red flag?
If they do
No.
something that make your eyebrow rise or something like that, or they say something off the wall, then that's when you key in and start paying more close attention to how they move. Because people tell on themselves by how they move, how they talk. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But not having any friends, don't nobody, even my people that I consider as friends, they really don't know where I live. I protect my castle as my sanctuary,
Exactly.
and no, everybody finna walk they stuff up in my house.
Okay, so I'm the minority here, and that's okay. I'll tell you guys why I think that it is a red flag for somebody to say that they don't have any friends. That is actually associated with there's a mental illness. I forget which one, but somebody who does not have any friends. It's a part of one of those mental illnesses. Like it's like because they switch friends every few years. I wish I could remember off the top of my head, but that's one. And number two, you can have one friend. I remember when I read Robin Crawford's book, who was Whitney Houston's
That's
best
all
friend.
you need.
She used to tell Robin throughout their lifetime, I don't need a bunch of friends. I have you. That's enough. So even that's not a really a red flag to me. But you don't have one for you don't have to be the most extroverted, even the nicest person. But damn, you don't have one friend. That to me it screams something to deal, something going on. But you guys said no, so it makes me think twice.
They don't want to deal with the bull crap. My son have zero shits for people bull crap. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to. You don't come talking loud around him because he gonna look at you like, okay, you know, he an introvert to the T, shy to himself. You know, he have a few people that he consider as associates, but friends, he like they're not loyal. Like how y'all were back in the days. He said, Mom, people back in your day, they were loyal. These kids now, the way they move, no loyalty. And they have hidden agendas.
Um,
Makisha, I think you have a special, sorry, you are unique. And I think we all are, but I just, and like we were saying before the broadcast, you keep on living. And you're going to experience things. And I think maybe Queen and I, our experiences in life have, it just brings you to a point where you have to decide, is it going to be your piece, or is it going to be, it's going to be you, or it's going to be them. And it needs to always be you. That's your priority. So I'm not gonna say that it may be strange for some people not to have friends, but like she said, you gotta read the room in order to figure out if is it a keep protecting my peace, or are you just crazy?
And truth always gonna reveal itself. People like every time you talk to us, you have complete eye contact. Yeah, I'm having complete eye contact because I'm reading your body language. I'm paying very key attention and I'm pulling out them keywords because you may not be saying directly, but indirectly sending me a message. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of people that used to come around me and be sending out subliminal messages thinking I'm green and I'm not catching on to it because I'm not, giving them no kind of reaction, poker face all the way throughout the whole conversation. But I'm hearing you and now I see how you think and how you move and your energy telling how you really feel about Queen. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. All right, that's how you feel. Now I know what hand to play with you when I'm dealing with you. Type of person. So, yeah.
This is a very teachable moment for me, guys. I'm listening to every word, and I appreciate you all talking from your own experiences and saying, like, because I'm a few years younger than you both, and so I do surrender to that life experience. That there's no substitution for. I was thinking about that Mickey Howard lyric the other day. Experience is a good teacher. Remember from Love and a New Management? Experience is a good teacher. So you guys are speaking from a place that you got a couple of years on me, so I'm listening. And yeah, I just like all three of us, we know a lot of people, but do I have a lot of friends? A lot. I got a good amount to the point where I have my choice of company for real. But everybody that I know is not my friend, to y'all's point, and they shouldn't be. There's actually like tiers of people that I just know, acquaintance, people that used to be my friends, best friends, all that. You know what I'm saying? Business partners. You guys, you categorize that shit.
Reason, season, lifetime. You know what I'm saying? People in your life for a reason, season, lifetime. So the ones that's lifetime, those are ride or die. You share your, like I say, your most vulnerable secrets with. But the ones that's in there for a little season, something's and throughout the years, their true self go surface and you go see. And that's why a lot of people say, oh, you moving different. No, you started moving different before I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I haven't been hurt or burned by people, because I absolutely have, but I don't hold on to that. I'm on to the people who are nice to me. And Queen, you're right. Reason, season, lifetime. Sometimes you'll have a great friend up to a point in your life, and I'll tell you, a lot of something that's gotten in the way of a lot of my friendships is when they ask to get married. I'm like, what you? And they say, Mikeisha, is just different when you get married. You really don't have as much time because your family, of course, you have to be in that world for real. And so that is something that is taking its toll. Seeing my friends and stuff get married, and their attention is now on that family, and I had to understand that in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that you both have experienced that I haven't. So it's just like I respect the knowledge that y'all drop on me. I know we coming to the top of the hour. I know. So don't cry, everybody. Don't cry. Intro to Info on Thursdays, 9 to 10 p.m. with Mikeisha, Wham, Tam, and Queen of Hearts. Thank you so much for listening. We're right here on the J King Network, and we'll be back next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. Do your taxes, love the Lord, tithe, and be good. We'll see you next week.
Yay!
Nope.